Hey guys, right, we're going to look at, well, I'm going to try and merge a couple of the challenges just because I really want to, but it's going to be split into two different videos. So for this one I am going to create a background on this, and then the next video I'm actually going to do the exploratory piece that I want to do. So I've got a range of colours here, and I'm going to pop them out onto my lovely palette, which could probably do with being cleaned down at some point, but we'll get there. So I'm just going to get out the colours that I want. I'm going to be doing a bit of colour mixing just to get the shades, if I can get the lid off. That's better. Quite a bit of that one because I'm going to want that. And yellow, wait. So I've got some peach colours in here as well, in this particular colour chart. Colour whatever. Nothing particularly heavy, but I will need white, and then I've got my purples too. So get these out and start mixing, and I'm not planning on having a specific, this is for a background piece, so it's not going to be an amazing wow piece of work. It is just a background that I'm going to work over afterwards, so I don't need to be too particular about it. There's no precision here. Well, to be honest, there's no precision in any of my work anyway. However, so I've got my colours and I'm just going to mix up. So I've got a dark purple, a light purple, a light violet, and then we're getting into peaches. Now when we're getting into peach, I've got white, I've got this pink, and I've got this yellow, and these are the ones that are really going to give me that sort of peach colour. So a little bit of yellow just to one side there, a little bit of the white, a really little bit of the white because this stuff is thick. Okay, and then I've got one of those colours. If I added a little bit of pink to it, you can see it's starting to come down into a peach, and if I want to add a little bit more pink to it again, then it's going to come down into a darker peach. So there are means and ways to mix up your colours. So I'm just going to start by slapping on. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for a thick-ish layer of paint, just to make it playable. And what I'm going to do after I've got this layer of paint on is something a little bit different to what I could normally do, because I want this to be a background. So I've got a good layer there. I want to get some peachy colours in here. So I'm just going to pull the paint off onto this because I didn't bother to pick up some water. However, so first of all I want to start with the white paint and just mix that down a bit so it's not quite so stodgy, and that's just the particular paint here. You can get stuff that's already watered down. So a bit of yellow in there, and that's my first peach type colour, and you can see that down here. Add a bit of pink to it. Yep. Again, a bit up the top here, and bring that down. Okay, a bit more up here. Right, so I want a bit more peach in here than I've got. Let's go in with yellow into there, and a bit of pink. Yeah, there we are. Brilliant. And it's just mixing it until you've got those colours. Now, I do not need this to be definite, defined, or anything. It's just getting paint onto the background. That's it. Sounds like someone would cut the corner a bit. Right, so I have this. It's still wet. And I have cling film. Try it the right way around. I want a piece of cling film that's a little bit bigger than my page. So, not necessarily double. And you just lay it out. It doesn't matter if it's creased. Just press it down. Okay. And this is why you want it to be slightly wet, because you're going to help it. It's going to start moving the paint around a bit, and it will create different areas of interest. So if I peel it back lightly, you can actually see where it's starting to pull that paint around. Okay. Now, I need to leave that to dry, and once that's dry we can come back and do something else with it.